complete the 2 questions by tomorrow?
Yes. Have you received it?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
Okay, let me send it again. I sent it as a text. Then
Sorry?
I sent it as a text.
As a text?
Yeah.
Why not in a file? Please send it in a file. Is it difficult for me to check?
Okay.
Hurry up, we have to start the next section.
Okay. Then I'll just do it after class and I'll send it.
Just paste it on the Word file and send it to my wiki.
Yeah. And that's what I'm just doing.
I'm waiting. Hurry up.
Yeah, it's just loading.
Okay.
I haven't received it.
Yes, I understand. So while writing the reasons,
Yes.
any question, try to elaborate it more.
Okay.
Okay, by applying your knowledge plus the application for the question. How do you apply your knowledge on the situation of the question, on the case study that is being given? You have to apply your knowledge in that. So try to elaborate it more.
Yes.
by giving the logical reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what is knowledge and what is application?
Yes.
Okay, what is knowledge?
Knowledge is basically your, isn't it your textbook things?
Sorry, your voice isn't clear.
There's like your points from like the textbook,
Sorry,
what you already know,
speak
things
close to
that you
the
already
microphone.
um what you already know.
Yeah, okay. The knowledge or the definitions or the concepts that have been in the textbook or in any literature.
Yes.
Okay, and what is application?
Application is using from the case study.
Yes, using your knowledge in applying in the situation that is being given in the case studies
Yes.
by giving the logical reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
so the question, the answer you've sent me is very brief. Try to elaborate it more.
Okay.
Question number one. Okay, in reference to the case study that is being given, try to give more reasons.
Okay.
Okay, next is section number 2, that is motivating workers. You have the book with you. I'm giving you the time to read it and then we will discuss it. You have to give me the presentation.
Okay.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
start doing it.
Yes.
So are you preparing it?
Yes, just making my notes on it also
Sorry.
whilst reading it. I'm almost done.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Mm, Hamza, how much is left?
Almost done.
When you are done, let me know.
Yeah. Yes, I've sent it to you.
Okay. Okay. Before proceeding to this presentation, let me ask one thing. I'm sharing the screen with you of your quiz.
Yes. Okay.
I want to ask something from you. This is the test, the third test you have given to me. And okay, let's discuss it. In part 2, you can see question number 1, part C. you have mentioned the answer. You can see it's weighted. The weightage is of 4. The marks weightage is 4, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
you have given me the answer very brief.
Mhm.
Do you think
Yes.
it is justifying the marks?
Yeah, because you give the point and then you just explain it.
Yes, it's an explanation. So you have given the explanation in just, I think, 4 or 5 words. Isn't it?
Yes.
Each part is of 2 marks.
Yes.
First point is of 2 marks and second point is of 2 marks. So do you think it's justifying the marks?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, I think it is.
But it is not justifying. You have given me the answer in this, like you can see, it's the explanation. Let me share the question with you as well so that you can able to understand it, what I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Just let me open the question. Part yes. This is a question, part C. Identify and explain 2 reasons why the business might be finding it difficult to compete against larger retailers. In this question, you have to explain the reason and then you have to give the explanation of the reason you have mentioned. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The reason is of 1 mark and the explanation is also of 1 mark.
Mm-hmm.
The reason you have mentioned is okay, it is justifying, you can get 1 of 1 mark, but the explanation you have given is like you've given in 4 or 5 words. You have written the prices charged by the small businesses are higher, and you can see the space given in the paper is of 2 lines.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not explanation is very not appropriate.
Okay.
You have to elaborate it more. I hope so. You are getting my point. I have taken
Yes.
paper as well, which you have sent me in your school, and it
Mm-hmm.
has the same problem. You have the knowledge, you apply the knowledge as well, but you are unable to elaborate it more.
Okay.
By giving the logical reasons, you have to explain it.
Yes.
And that is that is in which you are lagging behind.
Okay.
Because you can see you have marks, I think 52 out of 80.
Yes.
And you can see yourself that you have the knowledge, you have given the appropriate answers. But the thing again is the teacher have mentioned again and again that you have to apply this knowledge,
Yes.
isn't it? That is
Yes.
what I'm going to discuss with you. I hope so you won't mind. Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that you have the knowledge, you know how to apply, but sometimes you are unable to justify your logical reasons.
Okay.
If you work on it, you will inshallah get more and more marks.
Okay.
I hope so you are understanding.
Yes, I am.
But if you have any other opinion, you can share it with me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do you agree with my point of view, or do you object on it?
No, it's fine. We can do it the way you say.
Sorry?
We can do it that way. It's fine.
Okay. Let me share one more thing with you of the quiz. In part E of this, in part E, let me share the question with you as well. I'm just reading the question, I'm not sharing it so that you understand it. The question was, consider the advantages and disadvantages of converting the partnership into the private limited company. Recommend whether the partners should do this. Justify your answer.
Yes.
You have to write down the benefits and the disadvantages.
Yes.
Transferring or shifting the partnership into the private limited company, and you also have to give the recommendation. Now here you can see you have written the, I think first one is the advantage. They are able to access. Okay, one more thing. While answering the question, please write the advantage or the disadvantage along with the heading.
Okay.
Right? Because it is in the question paper, but while answering it, please mention it. They are able to access more capital as they are able to sell shares, and this can allow them to expand. This is the advantage you have written. Then what you have written, however, they will have extra costs as there are more legal requirements. So what is the advantage and what is the disadvantage? First one is that
The advantage is that they can sell more shares,
yeah,
which will allow them to
okay,
expand.
fine.
Extra cost disadvantage, and then lenders agree to provide loans advantage.
And what is this last one? But lenders,
Yeah, that's an advantage.
Will you explain it?
Like, for example, bank loans, bankers are much more willing to provide bank loans.
No,
Because it's like,
lenders more likely to agree loans for private limited companies as they are seen to have low risk of failure.
yes,
Like if they give the loan, they will have the surety that they will be able to recover it.
yes.
Okay, like you have it like this. Okay, so where is the recommendation?
Recommendation. We didn't say to recommend anything here.
Hamza, have you read the question properly? Should I share with you?
Yes.
Okay, this is the question. Recommend
Okay.
partner should do this.
Okay, then recommend. Okay.
There's no recommendation, right? You have to recommend it. Like
Yes.
if you are writing, like you are explaining me that lender will give me will give the loan, they have the less risk. So you can explain or elaborate it with the help of an example.
Okay.
Right? You can give maximum examples as much as you can.
Yeah.
By referring to the case being given, you can explain it with the examples to make the answers more presentable.
Okay.
So you'll get more and more marks.
Okay.
Like if you can say, if I say that, for example, if I say that they have to increase the market share, this is an advantage for them. They can increase the market share. So like you can say that in which markets they can expand. You can give the example in which markets they can expand. So in this way, you are going to do the answers.
Okay.
Give as much examples as you can. Okay, same is the case with other things as well, other questions as well. I'm not going to discuss all of them. I hope so you have understood what I'm going to convey to you.
Okay.
In the next, in the future, we'll work on it and try to improve as much as possible. Okay, one person is left of course. I have not marked it. So let's just move towards the presentation.
Mhm.
Where is it? Yes, you can start from the what you have understood in this chapter, motivating workers.
Um,
And one thing more, Hamza, the paper you have solved in the school,
yes.
you can get access of the marking scheme, and you will be able to see the points you have missed over there.
Yes.
They have explained it very well in the marking schemes. You can
Okay.
compare with it as well. I have given you the journal ideas on how to improve your work, how to improve your answers. But if you want further assistance, you can go over there in the marking schemes and see. I hope so that this will help.
Okay.
Okay, now let's move towards the topic. Yes, motivation. Yes, please. With what we are going to cover in this chapter, please explain.
Okay. So,
Yes, please. What happened?
um, motivation is basically making making your employees wanting to work for you much more effectively,
Mhm.
so that you get a better result. And then and there are different ways of motivating them, um, which is by financial or non-financial means.
Hamza, please speak closer to your microphone.
Mm, okay. Financial is by giving them it's usually the money that they receive depending on the type of work they do. So
May I ask one question?
yes,
How do you motivate your workers? Or why do you motivate the workers?
you motivate them so that they work much more efficiently for
Mhm.
your business,
Mhm.
so that you can reduce your cost and help maximize your profits.
What are the main reasons? Why do people work?
They work for money, security, social needs, self-esteem,
Mhm.
and job satisfaction.
Right.
Yeah, so the ways you can motivate them are by financial and non-financial means.
Mhm.
Financial is just providing them, like giving them money, so wages, time rate, piece rate,
Mhm.
uh, salaries, and then also a bonus
Mhm.
if they uh, r- reach the targets that you've set for them. And then non-financial is by giving them discounts on your products, healthcare, um, children's schooling fees paid, or the house they live in, sometimes even
Hamza,
free
your voice
trips
isn't
abroad.
clear. I'm unable to understand. Please speak now.
Okay, is it better now?
You just have to speak closer to your microphone.
My microphone is right next to me.
I don't know what is going on. Sometimes the voice is very clear. I can hear it very clearly. But sometimes it's like the voice is coming from far behind.
I don't know what the problem is then, because my microphone is right next to me.
Okay, now we say the problem will be solved.
Okay, then, so, um, there were three people. There were different motivational theories. There was one of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which basically tells us that um, each level has a different need. So and it goes from the basic one to the most complicated one. So, for example, you have psychological needs, security, job security, safe,
Mhm.
social needs, esteem, self-esteem, and um, self-actualization. And then you also have F.W. Taylor's, who's basically was on the targeted at the blue collar workers,
Mhm.
which was that the more money you give them, the harder they work. And then Herzberg's was you just they were just motivated by personal gains.
Mhm.
So there were two, hygiene and motivators. So motivator was giving them achievement, recognition, promotion, um, and personal growth. Hygiene came with status, security, better working conditions, good relation with your subordinates, and money.
That's it.
Yes.
Okay. Let's Hamza, I have shared the home assignments with you that you have to do. You are
Yes.
supposed to do
Yes.
chapter 5 and activities and questions of chapter 6 and try to do it by tomorrow
Uh-huh. Okay.
for class.
Okay.
Okay, so let me share the slide with you. I'm sharing the notes with you
Okay.
of this chapter.
Okay.
Okay, motivating and rewarding employees. This topic is all about why people work and the motivation theories, factors that motivate workers, financial and non-financial rewards, job satisfaction, overview of the theories that support motivational techniques at work, practical approaches to motivation in the workplace, financial and non-financial. This is we are going to cover in this topic. And you have already told what motivation is. It is basically the willingness to work, and it comes from the enjoyment of the work itself and or from the desire to achieve certain goals. For example, earn more money or achieve promotion. This can be the objective of any person, and this will keep them motivated. Like he has to earn more money or he has to achieve promotion.
Okay.
Motivation is also the feeling or enthusiasm people want to work hard and work effectively for the business. Reasons why people work: money, security, social needs, esteem needs, job satisfaction. Advantages of a well-motivated workforce: better productivity. Productivity is the amount that is being produced per employee. The output that is being produced by every employee, that leads to its better productivity. Better quality, lower levels of absenteeism,
Yes.
levels of staff turnover, number of employees leaving businesses. Staff turnover is the number of employees that are going to leave your business. Lower training and recruitment cost. So these are the advantages of a well-motivated workforce. Three main motivation
Okay.
theories: Taylor, Maslow, and Herzberg. Taylor's theory of motivation: employees are motivated by money. More money will lead towards the employee become more motivated. And secondly, he was of the view that they are being motivated by pay via piece rate, pay based on how much they produce. Piece rate is basically the pay that is being given on the basis of how much output they produced.
Okay.
And Taylor's ideas resulted in big productivity gains at the company where he worked, and many other businesses adopted this idea. So he has a good results of his theory. It resulted in the big productivity gains at the company he is working. He applied this concept in the company where he was working, and also many other companies use this idea and they have the success. Criticism. This theory has the criticisms as well. Employees can be motivated by other factors, not just by money. Second, there is no
Uh,
guarantee that all employees will work harder if they are paid more. Third, there are many jobs where output cannot be measured easily. Difficult to difficult to determine if employee actually works hard. So this is there are three criticisms of this theory, that employees cannot always be motivated by money. There are other factors too, and there is no guarantee that all of the employees will work hard if they are getting more pay. And third is there are many jobs in which the output produced by the workers cannot be measured easily. Is it okay? The criticism are
yes.
Next is the Maslow's theories of motivation. Maslow put forward a theory that there are 5 levels of human needs which employees need to have fulfilled at work. Only once a lower level of need has been fulfilled would a worker be motivated by the opportunity of having the next need up in the hierarchy satisfied. Third is a business should therefore offer different incentives to workers in order to help them fulfill each need in turn and progress up the hierarchy. This is also the nature of a human, that whenever a need is satisfied, he will try to move on his next week, on his next need, or he will try to fulfill his more wishes if one of the wishes fulfilled. So Maslow's theory is based on that concept.
Okay.
These are the 5 needs: physiological, safety, security needs, social needs, esteem needs, and self-actualization. Physiological needs are the needs of food, rest, recreation, shelter. Safety needs are the protection against danger, protection against poverty, fair treatment. Social needs: friendship, a sense of belonging to a team. Esteem needs: having status and designation, achievement, independence. Self-actualization: succeeding to a full potential, feeling that you have done a good job, not just for financial and personal reward. And how the physiological needs are achieved. Wages high enough to meet weekly bills. Safety needs, job security. Social needs, how they are fulfilled. Work colleagues that support you at work. Workers that are working with you, they will support you. Esteem needs, being given recognition for a job well done. Self-actualization, being promoted and given more responsibility. So that is how these needs are fulfilled. I hope.
Okay.
Or should I explain it more?
No, it's fine.
Okay. This is the same hierarchy of needs. And yes, you can label physiological needs and safety needs in one category, that is basic needs. Physiological needs and the safety needs are your basic needs. Belongings and love needs, esteem needs, that comes under physiological needs. And last is self-actualization, that comes under self-fulfillment needs.
Okay.
Okay. Managers must identify the level of hierarchy that a particular job provides and then look for the ways of allowing the employees to benefit from the next level of hierarchy. So the manager must be vigilant in observing the level of hierarchy each jobs require, and they
Mhm.
should allow the employees to benefit from every level of the hierarchy. For example, workers in agriculture who work on a temporary basis when required will probably have physiological needs fulfilled, but security needs may be lacking. If they were offered full-time jobs, they might feel more committed to the business and work effectively for it.
Okay.
Next, criticism. The criticisms of this theory is these needs not to apply to all employees. All humans are different. Every human must have a different need. Second, difficult for managers to determine which needs their employees need. Next, Herzberg theory of motivation. He believed in two-factor theory, motivators and hygiene factors. One of the factors is motivators and the second one is hygiene factors. Motivators, factors that directly motivate employees to work harder, to be able to grow psychologically. Okay. Yeah. Giving more responsibility, recognition for good work, sense of achievement, opportunities for promotion. So motivators are the factors which are motivating the employees to work more and more for the business, to grow them physiologically, and by giving more and more responsibility, identification of their work, and giving more promotions to them, they will lead towards motivating them more and more. Second is hygiene factors. The factors that can demotivate if not present, but do not actually motivate employees to work harder. Fulfilling basic human needs, pay, working condition, and job security comes under the hygiene factors. The factors that can easily demotivate an employee if it is not present, and hygiene factors are basically the factors which helps in completing your basic human needs like food, air, shelter, etc. Are you there?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Motivate by using motivators, plus ensuring hygiene factors are met. As once satisfied, the effects of them quickly wear off.
Okay.
So both of the factors are important. Motivators and hygiene factors both are important for an employee.
Yes.
Use job enrichment and empowerment, delegating more power to the employees to make their own decisions. Use job enrichment and empowerment techniques. Empowerment is basically giving the delegating more powers to the employees to make their own decisions. So when they are empowered, they can work more effectively. Yes.
Mm.
People often say that money is the main motivator. It may not be. Survey shows that other factors discussed above may be much more important to people than money alone. The lack of these other motivators is often a reason why employees leave a job and seek employment elsewhere. So here in this theory, it is also being told that money is the main motivator, but on the basis of the research, it is being said that there are other factors also which are very much of prime importance to the people other than money. And if these factors are not present, if these motivators are not present, the employees may leave the job and find the job somewhere else. Okay, reasons
Okay.
why people go to work: to earn money, to feel a sense of achievement or job satisfaction, to feel a sense of belonging to a group, to achieve a sense of security, to obtain a feeling of self-worth. Motivating factors, reward motivators. Three methods which can motivate employees: financial methods, non-financial methods, and introducing new ways to give job satisfaction. Financial methods, for example, salary, bonus. Non-financial methods, passing on responsibility or praise. And the third one is the job satisfaction. You have to introduce some more ways to have more employee satisfaction. Financial rewards. Pay may be seen as a main reason for working, but there are other reasons. However, pay may be used to give incentive to employees to encourage them to work harder or more effectively. Payment can take various forms, the most common of which are outlined below. Main types of financial incentives: wages, normally paid per hour worked and receive money at the end of the week, sometimes in cash and sometimes into bank account. So it is normally paid, and usually it is paid per hour on the basis of per hour, and it is received at the weekend. The worker get paid on regular basis and does not have to wait long for some money. If the employees work longer than their normal hours, they can be usually paid overtime. This is the regular amount per hour plus an extra amount. This is an incentive to work additional hours when required by the business. So the normal hour you have worked, for example, you have to work for 1 hour, you get paid for the 1 hour, plus you have also worked for another hour. You will get paid for that extra hour as well. Is it fine? Hamza, are you there?
Yes. Yes.
You understood what I'm going to say?
Yes. I did.
Okay. So it is the extra amount plus the normal wages you have to get for that hour.
Okay.
Drawbacks. As the wages are paid weekly, they have to be calculated every week, which takes time and money. Wages clerks are often employed for this task. So you have to pay the clerk as well for that task. When calculating the wages to be paid, they can be worked out in a number of different ways. Time rate, payment by an hour, payment for the period of time. Example, if an employee is paid $10 per hour and they work for 40 hours, then they will be paid $400. This make it easy to calculate the worker wages, and the workers exactly know what they will be paid for working a certain period of time. So if it is being decided that a worker will be paid at $10 per hour and he works for 40 hours, what you have to do, you have to multiply the number of hours with the amount per hour. You will get $400. Is it okay? How do you calculate it? Hamza, have you understood how to calculate payment?
Yes. Yes.
I will just take 10 minutes more of your time
Okay.
in order to finish it. And we have the missed classes as well. I want to finish it so that we lag behind in the syllabus. However, there are drawbacks. The hours worked are often recorded on a timesheet, which must be filled in and used to calculate the wages by the accounts department. This system takes time. The number of hours should be recorded on the timesheet, and the wages, they should be calculated by the accounts department. So you know that for completing this process, more time will be required. Good and bad workers get paid the same amount of money. So that it is difficult to differentiate who has worked more and who has not worked more. So all of the workers will get paid. Often supervisors
Okay.
to make sure the workers keep working and producing a good quality product. This is expensive because more supervisors are needed by the business. A clocking in system is needed to determine the number of hours worked by the employees. Time rate is often used when it is difficult to measure the output of the worker, for example, a bus driver or hotel receptionist. There are several
Okay.
drawbacks of time rate. One is the timesheet, the other one is that all the workers get paid the same money, and supervisors have difficulty in keeping track of all of the work of the employees. And for that, a clocking in system is required to determine the amount of time. And it is very difficult to measure the output of a worker with the time rate. Okay, so what's next? Hamza, you have not discussed about the job rotation, enrichment, and satisfaction.
No.
Let me discuss it with you because the other factors I think you have explained it well. So I'm not discussing it like the salaries and bonus systems and other. I hope so you know it and you've explained in the presentation as well. Should I discuss it with you? Is it or is it okay? Hamza,
Yes.
I'm asking that you have explained the factors like the salaries and the bonus systems
Yes.
quite well.
I did those.
So should I discuss it with you or should we move on job satisfaction and job enrichment?
We can move on.
Okay. You have not discussed it, so I'm discussing. The motivating factors, non-financial rewards in this job satisfaction comes. I think the screen is not shared. Job satisfaction. People can be motivated to be committed to their work and more effectively. For example, if the management of the business is not good and the employees are treated badly, Giving them fringe benefits will probably not motivate them. So if the attitude of the management is not very good with the workers, and they are offering them good benefits, they will not keep it motivated.
Okay.
If their rates of pay are perceived by the employees as very low relative to those of other similar workers, this will be a source of dissatisfaction, and this should be avoided. For example, if wage rates are paid and employees are treated fairly at work, then other sources of job satisfaction can motivate employees. So
Okay.
if the workers receive that the rates of pay they are receiving are quite low as compared to other workers, there will be a source of job satisfaction to them, and it should be avoided.
Okay.
The wage rate should be how it can be avoided. The wage rate should be paid fairly to all the workers. So in this way, there will be more job satisfaction for the employees, and they will be more committed towards their job. Job rotation.
Okay.
Workers on a production line may carry simple but different tasks. What is job rotation? Workers, they work on the production line, they carry simple but very different tasks. Job rotation involves the workers swapping around and each specific task for only a limited time, for example, for 1 hour, and then changing round again. This increases the variety in the work itself and also makes it easier for the managers to move workers around the factory if people are ill and their jobs need covering.
Mhm.
So when the workers are working on a production line, they have different tasks to do. And job rotation, what is the role of job rotation? The job rotation, it involves the employees to swap around. They will swap their jobs, they will swap their work, and when they swap the work, they will only swap for a limited time period, like for an hour. So for each task, they are assigned 1 hour to work, and then they will move towards another task. So in the same way, the works will go on. The advantage is that the workers will learn more and more. There will be a variety in the work, and this will enhance the workers' efficiency. And if, for example, any worker is sick, the other worker will take its place and do the work. So there is nothing lagging behind in the work. Is it fine?
Yes, it is.
Okay, then this is the production line in which different workers are working. For example, in the biscuit manufacturing companies, there is a production line, and all of the workers are working simultaneously at the same time. Like the first one is the filling machine. One is doing the filling the machines. Second worker is labeling. Third and fourth worker is putting product into the boxes. Last worker is packing the boxes in larger boxes for storage and transport. Every hour or every half day, each person moves along and changes jobs. So there is a
Okay.
mix of jobs among the workers in the whole day. Job enrichment, giving workers more interesting and challenging tasks, seen as more motivating as it gives workers chance to further themselves. Example, employees may be given responsibility for whole area of work Okay. Example, employees may be given responsibility for whole area of work if managers can design jobs so that they may provide scope for fulfilling higher human needs. Workers will often become more motivated because they get more satisfaction from their jobs, again raising productivity. Hertzberg in particular recommended this approach. So job enrichment is to give the workers more interesting and challenging tasks. And this is one of the major motivating factor to increase the productivity and motivation of a worker.
Okay.
Okay. Example, as I have told you that if the workers are given more responsibility for whole area of the work, and the managers design the jobs in such a way that the workers will be able to fulfill, not only be able to fulfill the human needs, but also they will be committed to work more because they are getting more satisfaction from their jobs, and this will result in increasing their productivity. And Herbert was a person who has recommended this approach. Okay, that is all from this topic. One more slide is it? Okay. Yes, job enrichment concept is explained in this diagram. Shop worker employed to stock shelves now also arranges stocks on shelves. The same person or the same employee is doing the puts price labels on products, stack shelves, check stock levels, fetches stock. So he is doing almost all of the work. He has been given responsibility of a huge work, of almost all of the work. That first he has to stock the shelves, and now he is also arranging it, organizing the shelves, and putting the labels on the products, then putting them again in the shelves, checking the stock level, how much is stock is coming and how much stock is being sold, and fetches the stock as well, taking the stock from the suppliers as well. Understood? Hamza?
Yes, I'm listening.
नींद तो नहीं आ रही?
No.
Okay. So समझ आ रहा है कि what I have discussed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Next is job enlargement.
Yeah.
Job enlargement. Job enlargement is giving workers more tasks of a similar nature or complexity.
Mm-hmm.
Extra tasks should not be extra tasks should not be add extra work or increase responsibility to employee, but they should give greater variety to the work and therefore increase job satisfaction. So job enlargement is you will empower the employee to do more tasks of the same nature, and a extra task should not be added, but you have to give a more variety of work to the worker, so he will learn more and more, and this will also increase its job satisfaction.
Okay.
This is being explained through an example. Receptionist, there is a receptionist who is sitting in the reception. Receptionist employed to greet customers. Now also word processes letters, deals with telephone inquiries. Training will be needed. Receptionist will need to know about products sold in order to deal with inquiries. Takes orders.
Yes.
So this is the whole process of the job enlargement. That he's also greeting the customers, and now he's also typing letters and documents. He's dealing with the telephone inquiries, and last one is he's also taking the orders as well.
Okay.
Yes, last slide. Motivational theorist views on pay. Taylor was only theorist to emphasize pay, in particular piece rate, as best way of motivating employees. Taylor was of the view that pay should be increased in terms of piece rate, and this is the best way of motivating an employee. Maslow and Herzberg all felt that non-financial rewards such as team working, empowerment, or acted as a better incentive for employees to work harder, as they felt sense of achievement from the work itself. Maslow and Herzberg were not of the view. They were not of the view of the financial rewards. They were in favor of non-financial rewards such as team working, empowerment, job enrichment. They thought that these factors will work more for the productivity of a worker, plus in order to enhance their job satisfaction and motivation, these factors will work more. Non-financial rewards will work more for them. These
Okay.
are the different opinions of these days. This is the end of the lecture, and yes, home assignment. I have mentioned the home assignment on the chat.
Yeah.
That you do the international case chapter 5, you have to complete it. Plus, you have to do the chapter 6 activities and questions. The end of chapter 6, and try to do it. I'll check it in the next class on Sunday tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. So, any query to ask?
No, nothing.
Okay. Okay, Hamza. I will meet tomorrow, inshallah. Allah Hafiz.
Okay.
Take care.
Allah Hafiz.